my life, how he changed my life. I was a kid that grew up going to church, going to church with a family who always went to church. My mom was a lady who was always in the Word reading, but I didn't really get it. I didn't want to read. I didn't want to go to church. To be honest, I went to church so that I didn't get in trouble. If I went to church, my mom would let me play basketball, so I went. That's what I did. I knew that if I did that, I'd have freedom to carry my ball around and play, and everything would be good. So that's what I did. I didn't have a relationship with Jesus. I knew who he was. I loved Jesus, but I didn't serve Jesus. I didn't know him in a personal relationship. I was the kid that would pray before I needed him. We've all been there. God, I need help with this game tonight. Please help me. It was that kind of prayer, Or, I'm hurt. God, I need you to heal me. I know you can heal, so heal me. And that was it. I was the guy that when I needed God, I prayed. And that was it. So going through high school, the funny thing was through everything, God continued to bless me. I got to play 4 years of varsity basketball and start all 4 years. Got to play in McDonald's All-American game and get a Division I scholarship to play at the University of Oregon, which was all fine and dandy, and it gave me temporary joy. But in my life, I never had peace. I know a lot of us have been there where we're striving for things, and we think if we can do it on our own and just keep going, and we're going to be okay. We're going to have that peace. Well, I did that. I strived, and I played as hard as I could and as much as I could, and I got rewards for it, but I never found peace. I was empty. After games, if we won, or after doing whatever, and things were going good in my life, I was happy. But as soon as a little bit of things came that were against me, as soon as my foundation started to get rocked a little bit, I was done. I know we've all been there. I've been there, and it's not a fun situation to be in. You never have peace. You never know who you are. I was a guy that was known for playing basketball, and that was it. If someone came to say hi to me, they only knew me as a basketball player. So I went through that, and as I got to Oregon, I got tired of being that person. I got tired of being known as a basketball player. I started to want something different. I couldn't explain what it was. I thought I would get everything I needed from playing basketball. I thought I'd get everything I needed from doing well and have people pat me on the back. But you know what? I didn't. I was empty. I was like at ground zero after everything I had done. So finally one day I prayed, I was like, God, I know you're out there. I know you're real. I want more of you. I don't want to be known as just a basketball player anymore. I want to be known as a man of God. I want to be known as someone who's going to serve you. So from that point forward, I started reading the Bible. And that was freshman year in college. Towards the end of my freshman year in college was the first time I really opened up the Bible and started to read it. And it's sad, but it's true. And, I knew scriptures and things, but I actually started to read the Word, and it started to become alive to me. And the peace of God just came into me, and everything changed. My life changed. My perspective changed that, if I do well, great. But in the end of it, I'm living for the glory of God. That's why we've put on this earth. That's why we've all been put here. No matter what our circumstances face, we're here to glorify God. And what I started to learn is that nothing's impossible with God. So I started to strive for more and more of the things of God. And as I did that, the basketball part just started to get taken care of. Before I knew it, I was in the running to get drafted. So I finished my junior year of college and had a choice to go back to college or stay for my senior year, and I decided and just felt like God was telling me to leave. So I left school early, and I went in for the NBA draft. I was picked to go around the first round somewhere, mid-round, early first round. And when you're going in for the draft, you have to work out for a lot of teams. They work you out, see what they like, see what they don't like. They measure you, they weigh you, see how much you can bench press. I could barely touch the rim, so I didn't really get too many good accolades on that. But anyway, I kept working out for these teams, and when I was working out with teams, I went up for a dunk. I said earlier I could barely dunk, but I thought I'd try to impress them. So I tried to dunk, and I tore my groin. So I'm out, and I can't work out for any more teams. The draft is a couple weeks away, and I just have to sit there and watch. for the first time, after really giving my life to the Lord, I was faced with a situation where I can either let the God of peace just continue to take me over, or I can go back to my old ways of just anxiety and stress and not being complete. And I decided, you know what? I've given this to God, I'm going to continue to do that. And as I did that, it's like His peace just took me, overwhelmed me, and said, you know what? For the first time in your life, you can't do it on your own. I can't work out for teams. I can't show people what I can do. I had to let God do it for me. For me, that was the best thing that could have happened. I didn't have to strive anymore. I didn't have to do it. I just let go and let God do it. And before you know it, the draft comes around, and I get picked, the 14th pick to Seattle, which for me was amazing. I grew up 2 hours from Seattle. My family got to watch me. I got to stay close to, at my time, my girlfriend. I later married, so that was good. And, it was just fun to see how, you know what, God, during any circumstance, He's going to use it for His glory. So that was just something that my first real encounter with a struggle coming and giving my life to the Lord, I let God just run it, and I let the peace of God take me over.
Yeah.
And for me, that's something I can't explain. It finally changed that I was no longer just a basketball player. I was a man of God. And from that point forward, I said, you know what, I'm going to use this platform for God's glory. And that's what I'm here for today, is just to tell you guys a little bit about what I've been through and how the peace of God can change any of our lives in any circumstance, no matter what we're going through with jobs or high school or college, and things look grim. The peace of God is something that we can't explain, but we know it's there.
Yep.
And nothing's impossible to God, and everything is going to work out. So we serve a mighty God. The enemy's always on attack, but we serve a mighty God. So I want to thank you guys for having us today. Pastor Steve, thank you. We've enjoyed it. I think we got some raffle giveaway.